I didn't always feel like a driver in my career. In fact, I was a passenger for a very long time. And let me tell you a little bit about me. When I was growing up, I wanted to be a teacher. So I told my mom, and what do you think she said? Any guesses? Essentially that. She said, teachers don't make any money. Why do you want to do that? And so I let that go. And then I told my mom I wanted to be a model, and you can just imagine what she said about that. She wasn't too happy. That's actually me, one of my modeling photos from back in the day. I actually got a little brave and did a little bit, but then conformed. So then I wanted to be a buyer. My undergraduate degree is in marketing, retail management. I wanted to travel the world and be a buyer. And that didn't work out. And so I then shifted, and then my goal became, I just want to get a job to pay off this college loan. Anybody ever feel that? I just need to pay off this debt. Why did I go to college for 4 years? So then it was about being employed. And then after being employed, it was about, I should get some more education. So it became about getting education. And then the next thing for me was I wanted to be fulfilled. I wanted to be happy. And so I had a job that was providing these great benefits. I got paid well. I had 5 weeks vacation. I was traveling the world. I was going out to eat all the time. I mean, it was great. But I wasn't happy. And so I wanted more. And so that is what led me on the path to get in the driver's seat for my career, because what I noticed about these things were I was letting other people navigate my life. I had this hands-off, things are working well, why should I complain? Go along with the flow. I wasn't being intentional about what I could have for my career. So here's my quote. I was a willing and able passenger for a very long time. I enjoyed it. I didn't have to challenge myself to make the tough decisions, and I was okay with that. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. It's just different states of our journey that we're on, but it came a point for me where I wasn't happy being a passenger anymore. And I knew that I had to take control, even though there was a lot of risk with it. I had to make my career my responsibility so that I could be happy down the line. I didn't want to get to the end of my career and say, how did I get here? In fact, I was actually saying, how did I get here? And how I got there was people would tap me for roles and say, you would be good at that. Are you interested? And because I didn't have a clear vision of where I wanted to be, I went along with it. I said yes. And then I moved to the next role and the next role. And so that's kind of what happened with the buyer IT path. I went down a tech road when I actually wanted to be a buyer. And I just kept getting further and further and further along on that journey. But it came a point where I just didn't feel fulfilled. I thought, there must be something better for me. I have got to do something different.